Good evening, good morning, good afternoon once again. This is Asiisian Spirituality. This is another episode about Asiisian Spirituality. And today, specifically, I want to answer the question as to, did the Kalenjin worship the sun? Yeah, we know the sun is a very symbolic creation of God. As we can say, it is the center point of all the planets. It's a very important thing in the universe, and so many people, especially the Christians, yeah, you Christians have been saying that Kalenjin people used to worship the sun, and in recent times we have started talking about Asiisian spirituality or the Kalenjin spirituality. How did the Kalenjin worship God before Mzungu arrived? Of course, we know God existed before colonial era. Or do you think that there was no God before Mzungu arrived? If you feeling like that's the case, then you are actually still a toddler on matters history, matters religion, matters spirituality, and all that. So, Kalenjin people have been accused of worshipping the sun. And the reason being is because during the era of colonization, you should understand that everything was colonized, including God. Including the understanding of God, it was all colonized. That is why in the history books there was no mention about how the African communities worshipped God. We were being told that they were worshipping idols, they were worshipping trees, they were worshipping stones. They were not worshipping actually the real God. They were worshipping a fake God. They were even worshipping the devil. In fact, different cultures across Africa were being demonized. They were being branded as evil. In fact, if you are putting on some cultural attire, you'll be told that you are a devil worshipper. And in fact, as the young people currently, we are talking about Asiisian spirituality. And some of the Christians have actually branded us as evil, as devil worshippers, as people who are trying to retrogress. But as you can see, and throughout this video, I will start talking about, or I will address the issue that whether Kalenjin people worshipped the sun. And so, amidst this misconception, amidst the colonial revolution that landed in our lands in Africa, some of the things that were said about the Kalenjin people and how they worshipped God is that the Kalenjin people used to worship Asiis, or they worship a god called Asiis, which is true. Another thing that was said is that they worshipped the sun. Yeah? And so I want to address that issue right away. First of all, for starters, let us just do the basics. The name of God, as per the Kalenjin people before Mzungu arrived, until even now and forever, the word is Asiis. Asiis means God. Yeah, we have so many attributes about God. We have Asiis Chepkochor, Asiis Chebo Namun, Asiis Chebo Gipkoyo, and all that. So the name of God is Asiis. Yeah, just like different cultures have different names for God. So Asiis is the supreme being, the supreme creator, the infinite energy of creation. So that is what we call God. And then there is this Asiista. Asiista is the sun. The sun is a very strong feature in the universe. It's actually the point where every other planet revolves around. The Earth and all the other planets revolve around the sun. And so the sun is a very symbolic thing to the Kalenjin people in terms of culture, in terms of their spirituality. And so the confusion that the Kalenjin people are worshipping the sun is actually a very lazy narrative propagated by very lazy Christians who do not want to accept that there was God before the advent of Christianity. Because, for instance, if Chinese were to colonize Kenya, for instance, most of us will be worshipping the Chinese way. Yeah. If it were Islam, we'll be worshipping God as per Islamic doctrines. But now, let's look at it this way. So, in their quest to demonize the African cultures, what they did is that they looked at anything that looked a bit weird or were not aligning to the Christian doctrines, and they branded all that as evil. And that is why the issue of worshipping idols came around when they saw Africans doing different rituals that are very physical, that are very nature-oriented. They started branding them as idol worship. And Kalenjins were no exception. They were being told that you are worshipping the sun because according to the Kalenjin spirituality or the Asiisian spirituality, the sun is a very symbolic creation of God. And actually, the Kalenjin people noted that. Now I'm reflecting at how the Kalenjin people decided that the sun should always remain to be our permanent reminder that God exists. Yeah. And that is why they even named the sun Asiista. They derived the name of the sun from the word Asiis, which is God, Asiista, to show that the one who created the sun, or if God is supreme, is the ultimate force or energy of all creation, of everything that exists in the universe, then the sun is his most prominent creation after mankind. Yeah. So the sun was named after the word Asiis, just to show how powerful the sun is, and just to show how important the sun is to the lives of humans. And so Kalenjins, in their own wisdom, decided that the sun shall always be our permanent reminder that Asiis exists, because whoever created the sun must be very powerful. Without the sun, we will all die. There'll be no plants. There'll be no seasons. There'll be no photosynthesis. There'll be no energy. There'll be no light. It will be all darkness. Without light, there's nothing. Without the energy from the sun's rays, there'll be nothing. Nothing can really survive without the sun. And that is actually after water, for instance. I believe after water, I think the sun is the most important thing. Water is life, but ultimately, even the sun is also life. And so, now going back to why did Mzungu or and other people, these other religious people trying to say that we are worshipping the sun? It's because the Kalenjin people revered the sun. It's because they gave a lot of respect to the sun. The reason is because sun sustains everything. And the sun is very evident. Every morning, every day, you wake up in the morning. After the sun rises, you appreciate a new day. It's new life. It's a new beginning. As the sun sets, it tells you that you need to go rest, have some rest, enjoy the night, let things cool down. After some 12 hours, it rises again. Yeah. So Kalenjin people observed the sun and noted that without the sun, there's nothing actually that can survive. And so that is why Kalenjin, even when praying, they are praying facing east when the sun is rising. Yeah. When they are praying to God, they are praying while facing east as the sun rises, telling God that as you push up the sun up the sky, as you push the sun up the sky, may you bless us. May you give us life. Asiis konech sobon. Asiis konech lagok. Asiis konech tuga. Asiis konech iotet. All those words are spoken as the sun rises. And in fact, when Mzungu came, they saw how the Kalenjin people were praying. They were praying early in the morning as the sun rises. when they pray in the afternoon or any other time of the day, they are praying facing east. The reason is that is the direction where the sun rises. And that is the direction where God actually communicates every morning that I am still here. Without the sun, that means God is doing something else and not happy at all. And for us, the Kalenjin, it should be clear that we are different from the other communities. For instance, in Europe, in the northern parts of the world, they don't experience the sunlight that much. Maybe they experience a lot of darkness at some point. In some instances, maybe they experience a lot of sunlight, so it's quite inconsistent. But for people living along the equator in Africa, yeah, it is very clear that they experience the sun every day. And that is why they pay a lot of respect to the sun as one of God's creation. And so, now back to the narrative that the Kalenjin people are worshipping the sun. That's a very lazy narrative, actually. A very lazy narrative. And so I want to ask those who are saying that Kalenjins are worshipping the sun, especially to the Christians, leave alone the historians. The historians could have actually written different things about the sun and their relationship with the Kalenjin people. But specifically Christians who have always pointed out that you are worshipping the sun. First of all, you need to differentiate the two words, Asiista and Asiis. Asiis is God, Asiista is the sun. There are some instances whereby you can say, you can refer to the sun as Asiis. Just like when you're saying Asiista, you can say, Lale Asiis rain, meaning the sun is too hot today. The sun is very hot today. It is just a shortened form of the word Asiista. Yeah? But leave alone that. Let's talk about Kalenjin actually assuming that the sun is God. The physical sun is God. Yeah? And let me tell you one thing. For those who understand the Kalenjin culture, the Kalenjin people are organized in terms of, they are organized under different clans. Yeah? And every clan or a cluster of clans use different totems. Yeah, this is where it gets quite interesting and quite unfortunate for you Christians who normally talk about Kalenjins worshipping the sun. You Asiisians, you are worshipping the sun. Okay, let's take it slowly. Now, in Kalenjin we have totems. All of you understand totems. All of you understand clans. Most of the African communities are organized in terms of clans. For instance, every Kalenjin tribe has many clans, like 50, 70, 100 clans in every tribe. Let's take an example of the Kipsigis. The Kipsigis tribe of Kalenjin have many clans, and they are using different totems. So elephant is a totem used by 2, 4, or 5 clans. Hyena is a totem used by many other clans. We have the baboon. It is being used by many clans. Yeah, just to give an example, Kipyegen is a clan that whose totem is baboon. Terigi is a name given to a cluster of clans using the totem elephant. Yeah, and interestingly, we have many clans that uses the totem, their totem is the sun. So, the sun in Kalenjin is actually a totem. If you didn't know, now you know. For those who are not Kalenjin, the Kalenjins have some clans using the sun as their totem. And they are called the Soti. Soti is the name given to the cluster of clans using the sun as their totem. We have other clans that uses even lightning or the rain as their totem, the Toyoi. Yeah? And now, let's go back to the Soti clans. We have many clans whose totem is the sun. We have Kibasiso. Like in my community, Lembus, we have a clan called Kibasiso. And they use the sun as their totem. And their women are referred to as Soti. So ukisikia Soti, that means that is a clan that uses the sun as their totem. So now let me ask you, we have another clan called Kipcheret. We have the clan called Kapsaita. Moi's clan president, the former president Daniel Toroitich arap Moi, came from the clan called Kapsaita clan. Kapsaita. Their daughters or the women are called Soti, and their totem is the sun. So let me ask you guys, we have another clan called Kipcheret, plus many other Soti clans. Soti is the name, is just a name to refer to the sun, or in terms of the clan system. So let me ask you, could the Kalenjin be so stupid or so ignorant or so confused and so desperate to use another clan's totem as God? How can the entire Kalenjin nation use the sun as their totem? No, as their God. Does it really make sense? It doesn't make sense. Kalenjins have so many totems. We have the elephant, we have the sun, we have lightning, we have rain, we have the star, we have and all the other animals. Yeah, they are totems. They are just normal totems for different clans, which determines how you get married and other roles played within the community. So I'm asking, for those who are saying that Kalenjins or you Asiisians, you are worshipping the sun. So you want to tell us that the Kalenjin people before Mzungu arrived, they were worshipping another clan's totem. So they were worshipping Soti's clan's totem. So they are worshipping a totem of another, your fellow members of the community. No. Give us a break. So for Christians, those who want to use that narrative, kindly find another narrative, because that does not really make sense. It cannot make sense that an entire Kalenjin nation, before Mzungu arrived, they worship the sun, and the sun is just a totem used by my fellow grandmother, my uncle, my sister, or even my clan could be Soti, and we use the sun as our totem. Simple. So it's not possible that we could be worshipping another clan's totem. Why not worship the elephant? Why not worship the star? Why not worship the moon? Why not worship the baboon and all the other totems? So it is very naive for anyone to say that Kalenjins used to worship the sun. No, there is only a very special relationship between God and the sun. The sun is just like a symbolic creation of God. It's what is most evident. Yeah, every morning it shines. Without the sun, there is no life on earth, and that is why it is a very prolific figure or symbol in Kalenjin spirituality. And I have not heard of any other religion that uses the sun as their symbol. The Christians have the cross. The Jews have their own the pentagram. The Islam uses the moon and the star. Yeah, the other religions use different things, but we, the Kalenjin people, our spirituality, we use the sun as our symbol. It is a permanent reminder that God exists. It is one of His creation. It is one of the most important things for humans, for animals, for plants, for seasons, and every other planet revolves around this sun. And so when we pay special attention to the sun, or when we use the sun to guide us in various cultural practices, like when praying, the position of the door of your house, the position of how you sleep in your house, and all those things, it is just a way of reminding ourselves that where the sun rises, that is where you'll always face. Even when we are migrating, the Kalenjin people, when they were migrating, they tended to migrate eastwards. That's a fact. So there's some special attachment between the Kalenjin people towards the sun. Yeah. So I hope that makes sense. For those of you who normally say the Kalenjin worship the sun, kindly give us a break and also give yourselves a break, because you are displaying some levels of ignorance that is not actually permitted in 21st century. And if you've gone to school and if you are a Kalenjin and you are still saying the Kalenjins used to worship the sun, now that you are a Christian, then you are insulting yourself, because you as a Kalenjin, you have your great grandfather, great grandparents, you have your clan, and in fact, you most likely have some relatives whose clan is Soti, and their totem is the sun. So, do you want to say that the Soti or your relatives from those clans are worshipping their totem? It doesn't make sense. So, it's very sad that different narratives have always been advanced against African spiritualities, against the African cultures, against the Kalenjin culture, against Kikuyu, against Luo, and all that. It's time now we start understanding ourselves, understand who we really are in terms of our culture, our economy, our spirituality, our laws, our medicine, and all that. And I like it that the young generation are beginning to research deeply. We went to school and we've understood so many things out there. And now we are coming back to use the same knowledge, the same experiences, the same observation, the same skills to add value to our own systems, our own cultural systems, our own social systems, our own economic systems, our own spiritual systems. And it all starts from the spiritual system. Once that is destroyed, you have nothing else left. So guys, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for taking time. I urge you to keep learning and kindly subscribe to this channel, and then we'll keep doing a lot of videos. Personally, I'll be doing my own podcast. I'll try also to go out there and meet old people, professionals, and we talk about these things and we add value to what we know and enrich our own heritage and build ourselves to be who we were supposed to be. Yeah. So thank you and see you next time. I hope we are done with that. Another time I'll do another video dealing with a different issue. If you have something else you want us to talk about, or maybe do some research or just brainstorm, just on the comment section, drop it there and we'll be there to talk about next time in the next video. Thank you so much. Chamaga sis. Chamina sis. Agotuchin bolda.